case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
The United States Supreme Court charted a significant landmark when it had to decide if the Sex Offender Registration and Notification Act, SORNA, was infringing on the constitutional setup whereby only elected representatives have the authority to make federal laws that impinge on individual freedoms. The case in question was Herman Avery Gundy v. United States, examined in 2019. This case essentially pitted the principle of non-delegation of legislative power against Congress's ability to assign certain tasks to other branches of the government. Non-delegation doctrine posits that Congress cannot delegate its power to enact laws to the executive branch. This doctrine was in question because of a provision in the SORNA that appeared to grant this exact power to the Attorney General. Looking at the legislative history and the text of the statute, along with evaluating both parties' arguments, the majority of the Supreme Court upheld the provision. Justice Kavanaugh, who wrote the majority opinion, argued that discernible standards were set by this particular provision. He was countered by Chief Justice Gorsuch, Justice Thomas, and Chief Justice himself, leading the dissent. They argued that the statute delegate an excessive level of power to the Attorney General, contradicting the Constitution's promise of keeping lawmaking power strictly with elected representatives. Despite these differences in opinions, the ruling held on a deciding note that the SORNA provision requiring the Attorney General to apply registration requirements to pre-act offenders was indeed constitutional. The court stated that Congress had provided a clear and graspable principle for the delegated power. They concluded that the Attorney General's discretion was not limitless, and that pre-act offenders would be subject to registration when feasible.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.